Hi, beautiful people. I'm back. Okay. Erika Kirk introduces Nicki Minaj to Turning Point USA. This was really interesting for me. Everything I share is for educational and fair use purposes only. Um, let's watch. But this was really interesting. And if you guys missed it, I'm going to recap it here. All right. So let me find out. Now, let me know right away if my volume's not good. And I will try to fix that. I was just surprised at this meetup. Nicki Minaj, I did not know was a supporter at all. So, okay, let's see if I can get this going. I'm gonna watch it with you. Let's see, where is it? I think it's here. There you go. Okay, you guys, let me know if the volume's all right. Let me watch this with you.
Erika Kirk, and we're hearing Nicki Minaj taking to the stage right here.
This was interesting.
Let's listen in.
Let's listen. Oh God, it's gonna hit my monetization.
But it does appear as though this is going to get underway right now.
I haven't seen this yet.
Hello, how are you?
I'm already excited.
So those of you who know, Charlie was very good about having a surprise for every AmFest. And we are so blessed to have you. We are so grateful. I mean,
thank you. I'm honored to be here. I am honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Good morning, Catherine. I'm excited about this, you guys. And I don't even know.
So we're just going to dive right into this. You had some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice, I think it'd be really great. Okay.
Oh, Gabby Poo, it only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
Okay. One more. Why
not? Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav, the Gav nuts. Gav, not in, Gav out. Send in the next guy, I'm bored.
Now listen, has Erika known Nicki Minaj before? And when did Nicki become political?
So I'm just gonna let you riff. Like,
Janae, I missed this. I actually made a YouTube short on this, but no, this is the interview. No, Erika Kirk interviewed Nicki Minaj and introduced her to Turning Point USA. So I'm just as shocked as you guys. So this is like
I want you to say whatever you want to say to Mr. Newsom.
Dear Newsom.
I like it.
We don't have a problem cleaning up the scum if we have to. Please tread lightly. That's what I would say to Gabby Poo.
Gabby Poo.
So with regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
You guys, when did this happen? When did Nicki Minaj become a supporter of Donald Trump?
He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it, but you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly.
Facts.
Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on. You'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them.
That's right.
Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree?
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know much about her music, but I think now I'll start listening to her. I'm feeling a connection here.
They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world, with the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people. They have the ability to still connect and be real and make us feel proud to be American.
So why now have you been involved with speaking about politics? What was kind of the turning point for you? Yeah.
I have something inside of me that's stronger than what's out there.
Hey, Keith, I see you. Welcome. Shout out to you.
That's right. So when you've had enough, you realize, wait a minute, why do I even care about these people and what they think? Who are they? They don't even know who they are. So I'm not going to back down anymore. I'm not going to back down ever again.
Amen. Can the students in the room raise your hand? Wow.
Everybody's excited. Look
This
at that.
question is for you guys. So you guys are very courageous and bold on your campus. Nicki, I know our students feel this way, but why do you think speaking your mind has become so controversial?
Because people know.
What happened?
Courageous
There we go.
and bold on your campus. Nicki, I know our students feel this way, but why do you think speaking your mind has become so controversial?
Because people no longer are using their minds, their brains.
I have to agree with her. People aren't really thinking for themselves. They're just going along with anything. And I think that is really brave of Nicki to speak this way and to, you know, I think this is really brave of her to do.
So right now, just imagine we're not allowed to have a different opinion anymore. We're not allowed to think out loud anymore. We're not it just,
She's not
this
high.
is not what the world used to feel like. And especially for the young people, I don't want them growing up in a world where they feel like that. I mean, they deserve for their voices to be heard. They have valid feelings and they're thinking about things, and it deserves attention. You know, we should listen to what they're saying. And if you're growing up in a world that tells you it's taboo to say something that the masses don't agree with, that's not okay. And we're not gonna have it. And I love this. You know, it's giving the younger people confidence that they will need later on in life. You guys will need it, and you will have it. So I'm rooting for you.
Amen. Amen. Again, Charlie would always say, it really does not take skill to be courageous. It takes a choice. It takes a decision. And I want to say again, thank you for coming and being courageous and being able to share your heart with us. And the reason why that also holds true sentiment-wise is because I know that you are getting a lot of backlash from your own industry. What is your reaction to that?
I didn't notice.
Amen. I feel the same way. When people are like, what do you think about them? I'm like, I don't think about them.
Bingo. We don't even think about them.
We don't have time to. We're too busy building, right?
Yeah, we're the cool kids.
Okay.
The other people, they're the ones who are still just disgruntled, but really they're just disgruntled with themselves. They are angry with themselves, you guys. So you can't wake up and think about somebody who is determined to just stay mad. I literally tell them, stay mad.
Amen.
Stay mad. Because we're going to stay joyful,
Yep.
and peaceful and iconic and smart.
Yes.
And we're going to stay thinkers. In a world that doesn't want us to think, we will think. By ourselves, on our own, we will continue to think.
I'm loving this. Do I have any Trump supporters in the chat by any chance? Press 1 if you support Donald Trump. I'm just curious. I'm loving this exchange. Everybody loved Nicki Minaj before. Now that she's speaking her mind and saying some things that's not as popular, people are having a problem with it. I don't understand. 0, 1, 1. Okay, Jerome. All right, you guys. I think it's important that we stand together and that we speak our minds, because the left will speak their mind. So I do think that it's important. Thank you guys for
This is something I know that's really important to you and on your heart. And I personally want to know what inspired you to speak out for the Christians that are being slaughtered in Nigeria.
Well, and that brings me back to our great president and this administration and our great country. That we take for granted that there right now in this world are people who cannot worship God as they please, where they please. We take it for granted because we have it. We can't even imagine not having that right. But every time we pray and fellowship, we have to remember the people that are right now in this world hiding to pray and fellowship. And we have to pray for them. And First of all, Nigeria is a place I've always loved. Someone very dear to me, my pastor, is Nigerian. I have lots of Nigerian barbs. And so hearing that people are being kidnapped, and while they're in church, people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, brutalized, all because of their religion. And that should spark outrage in the great America. And that's what it did. And again, we're not backing down anymore.
That's right.
We are not going to be silenced by the bullies anymore, okay? Know that. Hear that. Receive that, bullies. We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen.
Amen.
You guys keep talking about Charlie talking about Nicki Minaj. Where, and even if he did, so what? He had the right to his opinion. Okay?
I don't know if you can see this at home, but she's getting a ton of standing ovations.
We can't see it, Erika. We can't see it.
I love you guys so much. Thank you guys.
I love them. I think she's truly dogging.
So going along that thread, can you tell us about your relationship with God? Because I think a lot of us want to hear.
Sure. Well, my relationship with God started, well, when I was a toddler in Trinidad. My grandmother, if things got spicy in the house, like if the kids and grandkids were arguing or fighting, she would make all the little kids go in her room and make us say and say a prayer. So later on in my life, well, not much later, when I was like 10, 11, 12, I started going to church in New York. And it changed everything. It changed my life for the better because I was going every week. I was hearing the word of God be preached. And then I was going home and I was applying it to my life. Even as a little girl, I learned how to pray very early. I always had this faith that made people think, the kind of faith that you think a person is crazy, like, oh, please, like, But I had that faith instinctively once I started hearing about God and, just getting more into the Bible. I got baptized when I was about, yep, amen. I got baptized when I was about 13. I got baptized. And I have just always applied those teachings to my life. I try to. And that's the thing. We're not perfect. We try. Sometimes I would wake up and feel so far removed from not God, but from fellowship. I was like, oh my God, I used to go to church on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday every week, like literally 3 days out of the week. And then later on in your life, you become busy and you start thinking, oh, well, God is in my heart. And, but then sometimes you can be in an industry as well that pulls you away even more. So lately, I've been feeling like, like if you haven't seen a long lost best friend for a long time and then you bump into them again, that's how it's been feeling for me. Like just going back to God and praying and talking to him. And, and he said to me, where were you? Where have you been? I've been waiting on you. And since that moment that God had that conversation with me, I've been in such a better space, because now it's just, I'm thinking about, is God pleased with this? Not if the bullies and uglies are pleased. but if God is pleased, and when you have that personal relationship with God, guess what? Even in school, he's there. Wherever you are and whenever you need it, you have something that you can tap into immediately. It's immediate. You don't have to leave a message. He's not going to call you back. He's there immediately. As soon as you call on him, on the first ring, he's going to answer. And I want you guys to remember that. You're young, and first of all, I want to say I'm proud of you guys. This is a major, to be so young, for you guys that are in college, to be so young and to care this much, this early in your life, it tells us how smart you are, and it tells us that there's hope for our future. So God bless you. Congratulations, you guys. You're amazing. Congratulations, you guys are amazing, okay? Know it, feel it. Yes.
Erika and Nicki have a huge platform, right? Well, Nicki, you know, with her music, and I'm really glad that they're reaching out to the younger generation, and that they're speaking about Christian values and what's best for our country. And regardless if you guys like Nicki or not, I think it's important to hear from both sides.
Yes. Proudly. Be it proudly. Be who you are proudly.
Amen. So what have you, I mean, you're an amazing mother. What have you seen that has been a struggle for young women today? And then also, since both of us have little boys, I would love for you to also talk about the
Little boys. When did Erika get a little boy? Did I miss something?
male side of that question as well.
Okay, well, something that I've noticed recently is that for little girls, I think that no matter how you look, we should be trying to instill into them to be proud of how they look. Recently, in the media, it's almost been like a push to, it's not just making young Black children feel proud of themselves, but it's almost like doing that and at the same time telling other children not to be proud of themselves. And I don't want any child feeling that way. If as Black women, we felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty, if we felt like that as Black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman.
Erika, that's right. She does have a girl and a boy. What was I thinking? Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, Erika and Nicki both look beautiful, right?
Feels and says that she's beautiful. Amen. Why shouldn't she feel that? Why have we gotten to a point where certain colors or certain kinds of people,
this was live yesterday, I'm just a day late,
have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look? Like, isn't that wild? Yeah. And so for little girls, I don't want what was done to little Black girls done to little white girls. I don't want it done to any girls. I want all the little girls in the world to know that you are unique. You are beautiful. You are you. And you can compliment another girl. You can compliment another woman and still know that you are epic and amazing. So That's what I would say about for the girls. And I know I know my adults understand clearly where I'm going with that, where I'm getting, I don't like that. I don't like people making other people feel badly about themselves in any way. We need to nurture young girls. Yes, whether they are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, they still need to be nurtured. They cannot continue to pay for other people's sins. They haven't done anything wrong.
Amen. And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes. See, dear young men, you have amazing role models.
If you guys are, I live in California. I know all about Governor Newsom, and I think it's just tragic what he's done to our state. So,
like
I get it.
Handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
She is looking beautiful. Politicians never lie.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
No, Newsom, if he won 2012, I'm not even going to speak that. Let me remove that comment.
You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord. And words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. I will not judge that.
Sister. Thank you.
I am so touched by this, and you guys keep bringing up race. What does race have to do with it? But the fact that two women, I'm loving this healthy exchange, right? I know you guys are loving it too.
For boys, be boys.
Amen.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. There's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Amen.
How about that?
Amen.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
What's something the media and the world in general misunderstands about you?
Oh,
Good question.
I think people think maybe that I'm mean, or, maybe when you have a strong presence as a woman, it's easy to just box you into one box, like one category of mean or, other words.
They want to put you in a box to be able to label you what they want you to be, but you're so much more than that.
Because you intimidate them, and they want to find something. And if they can't find something, they'll make something up.
They will.
And so they'll put a label on you. But, it doesn't, what people misunderstand about me now, I don't care about it. I really don't. In fact, I love that they misunderstand me now.
I do too, because it shows that you're not a part of this world. Someone once told me, do not be surprised when the world acts like the world. And I held on to that so much, because even being in this role now, they're trying to figure me out. Okay, enjoy. I am who I am. There's nothing to hide. And I know you feel the same way when people misunderstand you, and you're like, okay, well, I have an audience of one. Well, now I have an audience of two, but I have an audience in heaven. And I know the Lord knows me, Lord knows you, and he put everything in you to be able to make a difference in this world. Likewise to all of you students and everyone else here. And to go into that further, I know that this, and I'll end on this, I know that a lot of you guys have been hearing about, you know, we are doing this for Charlie, or we're doing this for his legacy, but we're also doing it because each and every one of you guys have a legacy. And I want you guys, when you leave this conference, to take something with you. And when it gets tough out there, I want you to hold with you a word. It could be anything. For me, it's Charlie. But for you guys, it could be, I don't know, refocus, family, children, future, something. Hold that word in your heart so that when you go back out into the world and you have someone screaming in your face, someone spitting in your face, someone flipping your table on campus, someone making fun of you because you're a conservative, someone making fun of you because you love the Lord, say that word to yourself out loud or internally to refocus your brain and your heart and your soul, to know that you're about something so much bigger and greater. The legacy with Turning Point USA, yes, but also for yourself. And so, Nicki, I want to ask you in closing, what is something that you want to leave as a legacy in this world for your family, for your baby, for just everything?
Well, that it's okay to change your mind. Yeah, it's okay.
That's beautiful. It is okay to change your mind. However you start out, it doesn't mean you have to finish that way. A lot of you say that you're Christians in the chat, but anybody can change at any time in your life, okay? And that's a Christian belief. So that was beautiful.
Okay to change your mind. You don't have to, you know, sometimes there's a lot of things projected onto you when you change your own mind. You know, they project fear, shame onto people who don't think and do as they think and do. But I've traveled the world. I've performed for huge crowds all around the world. And
thank you, Dr. Manhattan, for the gift. Carcino, I see you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And no matter how many songs I do on that stage, it didn't mean as much as this. Because this is a direct link for younger people. This is a direct link between young people and God. And there's been a lack of that. There's been a lack of that in our media, in our everyday conversations. People have been, you know, interestingly enough, people have been Christians have been being persecuted right here in our country in different ways. So when we talk about Nigeria and other countries, know that prior administrations saw nothing wrong with that. And that's what was wrong with them. I truly feel that there are people out there who felt good about chastising Christians right here in our country.
Yeah.
And it's kind of really, really sick. We can't let people like that be in power, you guys. That's the truth. I can sugarcoat it and laugh and kiki, but the truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that. We absolutely cannot let people who have a problem with us worshiping God, we cannot have them in power. We cannot have them in power. All you have to do is look at what is happening in other places in the world. Look at what is being done to Christians all around the world. And ask yourself why people in this country that were in positions of power felt so comfortable to try to take our voices from us. They were that afraid. They are that intimidated. They are that insecure. They are that small inside that hearing us and seeing us worship God irritated them. Our spirit irritates them.
That's right.
Because when we speak, they get shown up.
Right.
When the truth walks in the room, the lies hide. They don't come out willingly. You gotta pry it out of them. They hide because they don't want you or anyone to know who they really are behind closed doors, because even they know how evil it is to try to deprive people of worshiping God.
Amen. We love you. Nicki Minaj.
Thank you, guys. My darling, thank you for having me.
Okay, well, let me turn that off so my channel don't. Oh, the music. The music. You guys are rough tonight. Let me get your comments. Give me a second. I got you. All right. I can only read the ones from the bottom. Hold on. All right. You okay? Stupid fake. I'm gonna say this. It takes a lot to be able to speak. And express yourself. I'm really proud of Nicki. I was surprised to see this exchange between her and Erika Kirk. Everybody's saying that Erika Kirk shouldn't do tours. What else is she supposed to do? This is some bull. She lost her battle on the mic to try to come up under Trump. That's too much for me to read. Too much for me to read. You make day nice, okay? All right. We're all sinners saved by grace, and God knows our heart. So it matters not what we think about these women. And people are really hard on women. You guys are hard on Erika Kirk. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. This lady just lost her husband. She's raising her kids. And Nicki, I'm surprised. Now, I don't know Nicki's previous political affiliations. You can speak French to me. I understand you, Catherine. I'm surprised. You're alive just like her. You don't even know me. It's all good. So, okay, you guys, they are clearly actors. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm looking for like actual comments. I'm gonna skip over the rest. I don't have any mods on my chat that can help me out, but can my mods like mod the chat? That's like, remove the comments for me. All right, let me see. Nicki's personal relationship is God. It's just that, her personal relationship. You know, you guys, I don't even care about stuff like that. You guys believe what you believe. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Oh, Fellow Fergo's in the chat. She'll mod it. You don't have to block them, just take them out. Like, remove the comments. And then put them on 24-hour timeout for me. Thank you, Fellow Fergo. Okay, so let me say this. Regardless if you're from the right or the left, you have the right to believe what you want. I love seeing another Black woman speak about Donald Trump in a positive light. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was refreshing. JD Vance 2028, I think would make an amazing candidate. He'd make an amazing president. But I'm not here to preach to you guys about how to vote. I just feel that it's okay to have these conversations. I'm listening to Erika and I'm listening to Nicki, and I really, 504 girl, can you take out Let me do it. Hold on. I got you. You can't spam my chat. That's one thing I ask is you guys not to spam my chat. Oh. Okay, follow girl, got it. Thank you. There isn't, let me read your comments like this. There isn't two sides, and there never has been. She doesn't represent anything. But it's easier if you tell me like more specifically why. I mean, if Nicki is sitting over here, I think that a lot of Black people are tired of being promised something. Now, I've been a conservative for a long time. I'm not gonna hold you, but I think that some people are starting to realize that things that's being promised isn't happening, and you shouldn't just assume that Black people are gonna vote Democrat just because you're a Democratic president. Or I just feel that in 2000, I just think that people want to change now. I definitely want to see things different. No, you're not a conservative. I'm not here to argue if I'm conservative or not. That's not for debate. What are the promises that conservatives? Oh, Carsino, here we go. Why? All right. What are the promises that the conservatives are making to Black people that they are delivering on? It's not that they're making promises to Black people, but they're making promises to the country as far as protecting our borders, making sure that American people are put first, and making sure that we're safe in our own countries. And it was the Republican Party that fought for civil rights for Blacks and for all people. It was not the Democratic Party. Democrats fought against civil rights, and they fought to enslave Blacks. So if you want to preach to me about being Democrat, you're going to lose that fight. I'm not fighting for a party that didn't fight for me. Hey, Daniel. Catherine, you can speak in French. I understand you. You're pretty. Oh, thank you. Akula, how are you? It's good to see you. Not true. Southern Democrats became Republicans. You are confused. Blacks used to be primarily Republican until I can't say certain words on YouTube, until they were overthrown out of office by certain supremacists. They used to, our people used to be Republican. You are mistaken. And then they became Democrat after. Blacks were in office and they served along whites. Okay. And they were a part of the Republican Party. Please don't tell me. Y'all can disagree. Dr. Manhattan be chilling up in the chat. So how come when it comes to the left, hold on, my computer's freezing. So how come when it comes to the left, they have a responsibility to Black people, but conservatives is about the country? Conservatives have fought for reparations, Carsino, since you want to talk about Black rights. That was conservatives. It was turned down by President Obama, a Democrat, and they had control of the office of Congress. And it was turned down by every Democratic president, but it was Republicans that have passed the bill for reparations only to be shot down. So if that's not doing more for Blacks, then I don't know what it is. Republicans back then were liberals. Republicans today, there's some Republicans that are liberal. I'm proud to be Black. Okay, Catherine. Negative comments on here. Explain who they really worship. I'm a survivor. Conservatives are supporting to getting rid of the Civil Rights Act. Butter, is that true? Can you source up and tell me where you got that from? Hi, Irv. The abolitionists or liberal conservative. Oh, I read that comment. Yeah, you guys can at least be respectful, but when you're not, that just tells me that you don't have any facts to back up your talking points. And when people come out here and they're just speaking facts and they're speaking the truth, some people don't like it. Now, you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not here to convince you one way or another. I'm just here to have a conversation with you. They switched because JFK helped free Martin Luther King while the Republican president wouldn't help. Tank, that's absolutely not true. And Google is free. I am not. So you're going to have to Google those facts. Any other questions? But what did you guys think about the exchange between Nicki Minaj and Erika Kirk? I just wanted to show you guys that because that's something that was happening. Turning Point USA has only gotten larger since Charlie Kirk was life was taken. I'm still following a trial with Tyler Robinson. I think that this is going to be a very tense. It's already a controversial trial, and there's a lot of things that's going on. Nevertheless, nobody should lose their life for their point of view. And I stand by that. Regardless if you don't need Google, well, you need something. Republicans fought against the Civil Rights Act. I'm talking about don't care about okay, I can't. I'm not about to argue. You can hit a link if you want to, but I'm not about to argue with you on the chat. I'm just not. I know what happened. Blacks were Republican and they were thrown out of office by supremacists, white supremacists, and that's what happened, all right? And it's more than that. It's not really that simple, but I'm not here to give you a history lesson. It was rejected because the presidents were used, because Republicans used reparations to try to persuade blacks to vote. No, that's not true. President Obama rejected it because he said blacks didn't have the personality, the right behavior to accept reparations. He did a whole interview about it. And he said there was a whole interview about that. So we're going to have to just disagree on that one. Nothing about Epstein. Please not evade the conversation. Victims to who brought up Epstein? You guys are doing too much. You guys are doing too much. Who brought up Epstein right now? I simply was talking about Erika and Nicki Minaj. And the thing that surprised me is because you have these other ones like Taylor Swift and other people saying that they're going to leave the country because if Donald Trump is elected and they're still here. I find Nicki Minaj very brave for speaking up for Donald Trump, the commander-in-chief who's trying to do something different in this country. And he's had so much pushback. A lot of people just saying a lot of things, but he knows that comes with territory. And it was just nice to see a Black woman say, hey, you know what? I support the president. I support J.D. Vance. And young people should have a voice and speak and be heard. I found that awesome. Awesome. Just tax cuts for rich people. That's it. That's not true. Eric, a lot of rich people, especially at 3%, pay a lot of taxes. So I'm not sure where you guys are getting your misinformation, but if this, I don't understand it. There happen to be wealthy people in America. Felon, I don't think Erika Kirk's actual, I can't keep up with all your comments. She's not American Black. She is, okay, Mike, but okay. And I'm not here to preach about Charlie Kirk. Some people are like, hey, Mr. Oates. Good morning. Some people are going to like Charlie Kirk and some aren't. I'm not here to put my beliefs on you. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's fake news. I never said it was fake news. Whew. All right, you guys. I haven't even been here an hour. I got a few more minutes with you guys. Hey, John Villa. How is Erika Kirk so comfortable in her role after her husband? My life has to go on. Everybody mourns differently. By her sitting at home mourning, I mean, maybe this is her way of providing for her children, making sure that her husband's legacy is honored. And somebody had to step up as CEO of Turning Point America. Somebody had to step up. And when you're in a corporate world and we're in a world that what is she supposed to do? Sleep? She can't bring her husband back. So maybe for her, this is honoring his life and his legacy by making sure that his message is heard by a lot of people, by young people, and she's speaking out. It's a lot to deal with, and I give her credit for doing it. And this thing that she has going on with Candace Owens is, yeah, see, I'm not looking at the chat anymore. I don't have any mods in my chat anymore. I'm not looking at chat. This thing with Candace Owens and Erika, I found very bizarre. I find it strange. Candace was supposed to be friends with Charlie. So imagine how Charlie would feel knowing that Candace is attacking his wife as she's grieving, as she's trying to raise children. I don't really understand it. I do not like conspiracies. Now, I can agree with Candace on some things. Maybe Tyler Robinson is not solely responsible what happened to Charlie Kirk. Oh, I see. Okay, 504 girl, because they don't show the comments that's removed. Oh, okay, Claude. So I can't tell. So just make sure there's nothing, please. I'm asking nicely. There's nothing that'll get me demonetized in my chat, so I don't have to look at my chat. Let me stop looking. Now, I find Candace Owens a little. I used to like her. She used to support Trump. She said that this is not the Republican Party that she has voted for. I can't say that it's the Republican Party that I voted for either. I'm not gonna say which way I voted, right? But I can understand stuff like that. But what I cannot understand is, why do we need to see all of Charlie Kirk's messages, as interesting as it is? And why does she have to attack Erika, making it seem as if Erika owes us to say where her husband was laid down, where he was buried? She doesn't have to give that to anybody. She said she wanted to keep it private. And in this day and age, we mod deep, Dr. Manhattan. That's right, my newest mod. I'm slow to mod someone, so welcome. Oh, okay. Where did I leave off? Oh, so who's more crazy, Erika or Candace? New poll. That's a good question, Eric. Who is more crazy, Erika or Candace? I don't see the problem with Erika. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't think of anything that Erika has done to any of you besides support her husband's views, which were controversial. What did she do personally? And that's the problem with social media. It's like, I feel that we've become so insensitive and just to each other. It's just a very cold world. We got the cancel culture and all of those things to worry about. Now, I agree with Erika. I would not tell you guys where I laid my husband to rest, because people will want to do things to the tombstone. People will want to do all kinds of things. I think that Candace is wrong for trying to force her and pressure her into doing that. Where's the link? I remember how to do this on my verticals. How do I share a link? Hopefully you guys can hit it from the chat, because I'm not hopefully. I should have did a double stream so you guys could have went to my vertical. Never mind. It will let me know if that doesn't work, and if it doesn't, then I have to pin it on my community wall somehow. I could pin it on my community wall now, but let me know if that link works. Voting for president is all right, but sometimes it doesn't go well the way it's supposed to seem. Get your passports. Get your passports. Candace has been hijacked by bot campaigns, and most of her real followers left a long time ago. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, wait. Oh, there you are. Okay, so you're able to hit the link. All right. Hey.
Yes, I'm a veteran. Hey, look at you.
How are you?
Where'd you go tonight?
I didn't go anywhere. I've been trying to get myself hyped up for the holidays, and the holidays always bum me out. So I was just like, I'm just wearing my regular joggers and just, yeah.
Okay. I'm like, all right.
Oh, wait.
I feel underdressed. I should have put on a tuxedo or something.
I'm not dressed up. I'm wearing joggers. It's like 12 o'clock. I'm like, yeah. But for a girl, 1 second. It's not working. So should I put it on my community wall for you guys? Or if you guys want a link, let me know, and I'll pin it on my community wall if it's not working in the chat.
It was working perfect for me. I just clicked on it and.
Oh, okay, 404 girl. So okay. Number one, thank you for hitting the link, because it's hard. The cornball himself. How you guys call him a cornball? Be nice to my guests.
Wow, the cornball? Me?
He hasn't even spoken yet. He hasn't spoken yet. Go ahead, because it was good.
Oh, nothing much.
Welcome. I probably missed a few of your comments, but
That's okay. I was just going to answer a couple of your questions that you wanted about the interaction between Nicki and Erika. I thought that it was strange, because I wouldn't take Nicki as the devoted Christian girl, who's maybe she's turned her life over to Christ in the last few years, but
love it.
She hasn't really shown that she's was very Christian in her activities. So
I'm really shocked from coming for you. I'm really shocked, but go ahead.
yeah, I mean, no, that's really, I've never really seen a Christian side of Nicki Minaj ever. Everything she's done seems to be calculated. She seems to only um, express things in it where it looks like, but she has an agenda when it seems like she's seen scorned by other people, so she runs to another side and try to pretend to be that. She's done that in her entire life. I see that more for her.
People can't change. Isn't that the core of Christian? Isn't
everyone can change? Everyone can change. I just don't believe everyone when they say they've changed. Because she's never really going to express that she's changed. She's trying to express like she's always been this person, but she's always been an opportunistic type of individual. She predicates to somebody, then she runs from one side to another side, and when she felt slighted, then they go to another side. It's just like she's another MTG, in my opinion, where only in name. She's Christian only in name. She's only predicating to Erika because she has no more allies. She felt like the people that were her allies didn't back her when she wanted to do something bad to somebody else. And they said, well, we're not going to do that. And now she can't get her way. So she's going to go another way against them. And that's pretty much her MO. But I'm like, if you really feel this way, then the person you're married to, the acts he's done that I'm not going to bring up on this channel, doesn't constitute somebody who's following Christian values. So that's what I'm saying. They said she's a Sino. Christian and they
don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat. My mod's got it. Don't look at the chat because they'll have you going back and forth with them all day.
Oh no, it's fun. I do this for I do this for a living, so I'm used to it. The common people that don't really do this, they have to get used to doing it and dealing with the chat and not getting so emotional.
Right before going on the chat,
my cousin will be arguing with one person in the chat all day long.
See, I can't argue with them. The chat, I was trying to do, I'll tell you about that another time, but yeah, I was trying to do my regular small little sobriety stream earlier, and I just found myself cursing my chat out. I was like, oh, mercy. Let me
I saw it ended quick. I was going to go check it out. I was in my live.
I can't. But before I go, can you drop Christino's link? So Zeno can handle it. I know, Mr. Oates. I know. I have to get back to my smaller streams and just really connect with you guys. But Galaxies, I got you tomorrow. I got you.
And for you guys out there, yes, you got to understand that W.E.B. Du Bois, one of the smartest black men in this world, was a Republican, led the Republican Party in votes and support. You got to remember that. Everybody in Black history should know about W.E.B. Du Bois. He fought for us, for the people blacks can be able to vote, period.
Would you not agree that blacks started out primarily as Republican?
That's what I'm talking about. 1919 with W.E.B. Du Bois. That was our guy. He the one got us in there. W.E.B. Du Bois.
I'm not censoring anyone. YouTube holds comments, so I don't censor anyone unless you put something in my chat that can get me demonetized. Or if you spam my chat, that'll get you out of here. Don't spam my chat with the same comment again and again, or a bunch of weird emojis. So I'm not trying to look at all those damn emojis.
He claimed that the Republican had done enough to get our votes back in 1990. See, Booker T. Washington had published it from slavery into the 1900s that George White? He was from North Carolina and he had departed the office, and the House of Representatives was without a black member for the first time in 3 decades. So when that happened, it was post-Civil War during that time. And they have always had a black Republican presence in Congress. That was what people didn't understand. We were diehard Republicans.
We were diehard Republicans. Yeah. Stop putting that same comment in my chat, Tank. You're right. You're going to be wrong no matter how many times you put it in my chat. So I prefer not to have wrong information in my chat. I told you you can Google it.
Yes,
but
you can
other
definitely Google it. African American lawmakers. I'm giving y'all real names. Y'all can go look up. We had 2,000 black office holders from the U.S. Senate and the senators from county sheriffs, and only 15 were elected as Democrat or supported by the Democratic Party when they were once in office. Over 2,000 black office holders, right? And only 15 were elected as Democrats. So one of those offices was the former Republican place where Georgie Taylor came in, and that was back in the historic run of 1904. And it was an all-black National Liberty Party after the party dissolved. And then they realigned themselves with the none, and they said, we're not going to go with the Republican Party of Theodore Roosevelt, but the Democratic Party in flux. So Theodore Roosevelt, this is where we started to go Democrat, is during the Roosevelt era. A lot of us didn't go along with the Roosevelt, that whole Republican regime with Roosevelt. So the year of 1906 was fundamentally reshaping the country. So through the steel industry, the way labor was, as far as us not being part of unions, they didn't want black people involved in any of these type of benefits. We just were to get the scraps, even though we helped build this nation. So the conservative president at that time on Ellis Island, where the European immigration was headed in 1907, where they had like 1.2 million people, I think, around that time. And African Americans was called the Party of Lincoln in Brownsville, Texas. And while they went through a whole different order, black soldiers fought in wars, Roosevelt dismissed the title black regime. And that really, made us feel a certain way. But Roosevelt had won the Nobel Peace Prize because he ended the Russo-Japanese War the same year. So again, it was like you would give an address to Congress and talked about the racial terror directed at black people, but in a year that would end up with more than 60 African Americans dead by lynching, people were upset if you're black, of course, and you're not condemning this. So it was just crazy. So that abomination at that time and the crimes and the murders got even worse. So in that context of the group being prominent black men formed what they call the Niagara Movement in 1905. And this is when we started to get away from the Republican Party more and more. So we had conditions under African Americans, which came up to W.E.B. Du Bois. And once he started saying that the Republican Party was guilty of obtaining votes under false pretenses, not doing anything for the blacks, and W.E.B. Du Bois had brought this up with black criticism of the Republicans. And when that started to happen, that's when you start seeing change, that we became more Democrat, and we're pretty much at that same state since 1917. So everyone now you have, he said he also was denied a GI Bill back for World War II for the vets. That is correct. So now you can see where the terms was back in those days under the conditions and the laws were there. They felt the Republicans was using false pretense to get black people's votes, but not doing anything to fight for the rights of black people. So W.E.B. Du Bois said they're not doing enough. Roosevelt is not doing enough to obtain our votes. And then you start seeing a switch, and then blacks became Democrats, and then Democratic Party became our party. Republicans were not for us. And that's how that change took place.
Republicans are for us. That poem, I love that poem about Booker T and W.E.B. That's really one of my favorite poems. And I'm surprised that I know this poem, Claude. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So that answered your question in the chat. Well, that everything is, the people can't understand is that people are governed by the conditions of their times. In 1917, because of what was happening with war and the steel mills and the unions and all that. It was entirely different than where we are today. So now everyone has pretty much equal rights to everyone that's American. You are protected by the Constitution and the law of everyone other citizen. So you're supposed to be. And you have more. So everybody's still fighting for rights and freedoms, but still you have a right to be in a union. You have a right to your Social Security benefits as an American. You have all of these rights. Whether it's being provided to you is another thing. So what are you doing is voting for policy. That is what you're voting for now with your legislative branch. You're being governed by that. So all of us are being governed by the same policies. Not all of us agree with the same policies, of course. That's why you have different parties. But it's more than just Republican and Democrats. You have the Green Party. You have another party. Most of these people just don't win. I voted for a Green candidate before because he made the most sense. So I like to vote for the person that makes the most sense. Even if they don't have the votes, even if they don't have the money, they make the most sense. And I said, well, I'm going to vote. I feel comfortable giving my vote to the person that makes the most sense.
Whoa. David said, facts, I'm a history buff.
Okay, well then I'm glad you know I wasn't capping. I don't have time to cap or troll or do that. I try to give people information so that they can use it and actually benefit themselves. That's what I've always done. Like I told people when a Black man invented this app that helped get people's education and like help them get grants and you can get free college, that the government actually provides free college for people who qualify for these grants. But it's just that most of us as Blacks don't know how to get these grants, don't know how to apply for them, where to go to look for them. So he created an app that actually goes out and finds them for you. So I said that was genius.
I agree, Paul. I'm with you on this one. I couldn't believe my eyes and ears when I switched. And when I watched Nicki Minaj and Erika on stage, I thought it was AI. Paul, I didn't think it was real either. So I had to go to my trusted Fox News network. Not just Fox News. It was on all the major news networks, right? And I'm like, this really happened. I'm so proud of Nicki Minaj. She spoke about her Christian values. I think that music is one thing. Just like you have guys with this gangster rap stuff and all of that, that rap and they haven't really lived that life. I think that Nicki expresses herself with her music, and women a lot of times have to do certain things in the industry. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I definitely understand. Nevertheless, regardless of what Nicki used to be, because she said that people can change, right? You don't have to stay the same. That's the message I got, and I truly stand behind that. And I know you guys are saying, oh, what about this? What about that? I'm only interested in what she's doing now. I'm interested in what she's saying now. And if she's saying, sorry guys, I'm having a wardrobe mishap here. If she's saying that that she's walking this way now and she supports President Trump, I'm liking this Nicki. I don't know anything about her Barbie girls or anything like that. I don't know the music. I'm not gonna hold you. But I do like the exchange between Nicki Minaj and Erika Kirk. I thought it was interesting. You can't watch it again, Paul? I can watch it again. I actually clipped it, you guys. I made me a little video about it because I was so excited. Trump is not in the profit. Oh, so you guys are giving him way too much credit. Trump never claimed to be a prophet. He never.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him even in there. But he might say thank you if you called him a false prophet.
He wouldn't. Trump has said he's not king. If Trump was king, do you think he would let you guys
say thank you?
He wouldn't say thank
you.
You
Put me in the category as a prophet.
Gets now. I do think Nicki may have been trolling a little bit when she was like, "He looks good." I don't think he looks good. I think Donald Trump is a handsome man, but power is handsome. But regardless, they're speaking to young voters, people that are going to be here a lot longer than a lot of us are going to be here, and it is important. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just sneezed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
you got somebody that loves your perspective.
Well, thank you. I appreciate them for being open-minded. The thing about it is this: if we're gonna play devil's advocate, how is this not identity politics?
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being nice to my guest. Sino is such a guest here. I so respect him. I don't always agree with him a lot of times, but I still respect him. Still respect him. You know what I do appreciate is that you do come with knowledge and facts. You do. Oh, Magnum, I hear you. I'm going to get to your question. I'm so sorry. I'm scatterbrained. I love that Nicki said that men should be men. What? I love that Nicki said that men should be proud to be men. Yes. Yes. There's nothing wrong. I heard this. I told you guys, this popular podcaster, 1 million followers, said that men can have periods. This is the United States. Other countries are laughing at us. And I'm going to be the first to tell you that y'all can't have periods like women. You guys can have men problems like men. Let us have our own problems.
No one tries to take away y'all problems, but
No, this guy did say that. What was your question before I got into my rant?
Oh no, my question was Nicki being up there talking with Erika Kirk. I said, how is this not identity politics?
Number one, just because she's an artist does not mean that she does not have the right to express her opinion. And the same way the left tried to have that, have Megan Thee Stallion and all those things, and like they're dropping it like it's hot. What do you think that was? So you get Nicki that comes on and she's like, you know what? To reach younger people, you have to speak their language. And when you can have somebody say, hey, you know what? I may have thought like this, but after watching and seeing what's happening in the country, I think like this now. I think there is no harm, no foul in it.
But
she didn't
when
tell any
Cardi
lies.
B,
She's right about Governor Newsom. I live in California, and the things that Governor Newsom has done in California is atrocious. I hope that he does not run for president. And,
now that's
people
true.
don't know the truth
I
about
don't like Newsom either. I don't like a lot of the things he's done in California, but a lot of the things he's tried to say, it was not under his control, that other people were fighting him. So I don't really know too much of the logistics of who he's blaming, and going to the track record to see how much is his fault. But I know the guy's a liar, and I do know that. So once I know I can't trust you because you have told so many lies, and he goes in and tries to rework the lie to manipulate it, bend the word back into his favor, I'm like, and I don't like the way he handled the fires. I don't like the way any of them did that. I don't like the politics that was going on. Yeah, I don't like the politics that were going on in there. So Gavin definitely is somebody I don't trust, but I haven't even looked into the people he was blaming to see the actual fault, because the people could have been doing things to sabotage it, to make it harder for him to do his job. That could have happened, but I have not personally looked into that yet. But when Cardi B spoke for Kamala Harris, everybody came out and said how it was identity politics. They didn't care about what she said. She didn't say anything that was of value. They immediately shot her down. But the same people are saying how important Nicki Minaj was. And I'm still trying to see, why is there a hypocrisy there? When if you said Cardi B was identity politics, why isn't Nicki Minaj identity politics? It doesn't seem to add up.
I think it's wrong to try to use celebrities to influence a vote. I
agree.
I love when I heard Denzel say, they tried to get Denzel into like this little debate, and Denzel said, I am not a politician. I am not going to, that's none of your business, he said to the reporter. I think that's really smart. Artists have an advantage because of their, because of who they are. And what I do like is what I feel with Nicki Minaj, speaking to Erika, who lost her husband, is two women that's very controversial right now. Erika didn't even mean to be controversial. She lost her husband. She didn't ask for that. And Nicki's in the spotlight. I do feel like they had some comment and they just had a conversation. I don't feel like that's the same as trying to influence somebody during a presidential campaign.
My problem with Nicki Minaj is this. You've married a man who brutally R-worded a woman that he was found guilty and served time.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Now, I told you I don't what are you talking about? Let me tell you something.
Yes. Nicki Minaj.
You can't blame Nicki for something that her husband has done. You can't. So now you're trying to shame her for something. Number one, is she married to him now?
Yes. She knew all of this. She tried to bully the victim.
No, listen, I don't even know what you're talking about as far as that goes. Well, all I'm saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying is this is why I'm seeing her give this statement.
Was he found guilty, Sino, or you just saying?
No, he was found guilty.
Okay, look.
Let me tell you, right. Let me give you this backstory.
Moderator.
He served time. Everybody.
Listen.
He served time for
that have to do.
You finna find out. If you let me finish, I will tell you. I'll explain it all to you. After he did this terrible act to this woman, right? He for years served time for kidnapping and R-wording this woman. He served about 7-10 years or whatever in jail for this. Comes out, gets in a whole host of other problems. His baby mother was trying to get custody or get child support and anything out of him. She got murdered in a drive-by shooting, which they couldn't find enough evidence to pin on him. Nicki Minaj goes and marries this man, has a child with this man. She moves him to California when he's not even supposed to be there. He has to register as the state as an offender. To this day, she just got sued and probably is going to lose her house for $20 million because he put hands on somebody while she was on tour.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. So you keep saying, what's this have to do with Nicki? In her ways, she is condoning and protecting this man who would do this to women. And that's been going around. He has a track record of this violence, and that's going on, and that he's done and has been accused of. And the woman came out to tell her story. Nicki tried to have people calling her, bullying her, tried to buy the woman's silence because it was messing up her publicity, even though she was the victim of what went on. And they were trying to call and get interviews with this lady, and she was basically saying that she was bullied and threatened by Nicki and her people to change her story around so that the person that violated her and did all these wicked things to her, kidnapping her and doing all this, so that he could live a happy life with her and Nicki in California. She needs to recant her story, and they're going to offer her money. It was awful.
I think
that's how I'm saying it's. I look at it and I see Nicki up there and I say, you're doing this now and you're still married to that. That would change.
God honors marriage. And she's saying what she said was that people can change or not. What did she say?
That man
has the right to change your mind.
That man hasn't changed.
But she's responsible for what she does. I can see if this happened before she married him.
Yep, and she knew all about it, and she protected him.
Whoa. Did this happen before she got married?
Yep. Happened before she got married. She knew all about it. And when the story was coming out,
you guys are actually the first ones to say that you need to stand by your man and believe him. So you guys can't have it both ways. And a lot of times when we love someone, we're blind to some of the things. Now, I'm not making excuses for anybody because, again, I have not followed. Oh, Lord, my minds are sending me the story. Listen, I haven't followed the music. Obviously, I don't listen to
you're new to this. So this is all news to you.
To this kind of music. But
This is why we're looking at this.
Taylor Swift. We talk about Taylor Swift all day. I can tell you her music. I don't know about Nicki Minaj.
I know. This is why I'm telling you. This is why we are all looking at this as strange, because we know the story that was you're not knowing it. So for you, you just know probably her as the musician. That's it. You don't know anything about
I can
this.
tell you, she did one. I know one song of hers, only because they played it in the dance class. Bonnie, I'm not making excuses. I'm not making excuses for a girl. You're saying, hell no, I'm not marrying somebody who has charges like that. But a lot of women, number one, some women come from a place of trauma. Some women want some street guy. I'm not making excuses, but all I'm saying is, you said source. I can't stand her right now. I can't stand her. I did tell you to send a source, and I forgot who I was talking to. But I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Yes, there are women that like violent guys. They feel protected with a violent man or a guy that's street guy. You know, she was with Meek Mill, you know, another street guy or whatever, or street affiliated. And then that turned into
how you gonna say she was with Meek Mill? Like, who the hell is Meek Mill? Well, I don't know. I don't speak.
Oh yeah, you're probably you're way out. She was dating Meek Mill. They were in a relationship. Then she came out and said that he abused her, and then they had a big falling out. And it's now she's with this guy, and you know it's just like why? And it's her career has went to the toilet since she's made that decision. Because women don't like to see another woman that they respected. They respected Nicki, and she stood up for women. And it's like, how are you going to stand up for women and you're marrying a very known abuser of women, and the acts and what he actually did and admitted to doing is so gruesome that it is the sickest thing. I'm like, oh my God. And you married this guy? And I'm like, it just blew my mind that she would even go down this route. I wouldn't even want to be around a person like that. I couldn't. I could not be around a person that has done that to people. I'd be like, no. It's like I got a sister. If something like that was to happen, I'm not gonna be on this planet long, because that's over with for me. I'm gone. I'm going crazy.
You guys missed. Yeah, you guys missed something that Nicki said. Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah, play it again. Let's hear it.
Okay, guys. Do you want to see it, or you want me to just play it? You want me to just play it? Okay, wait.
Wrong with that.
Yeah. I want y'all to listen to this part again.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
I like this. I'm going to show it to you on my phone.
The media and the world
hang on, guys. This moment right here.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought it was beautiful.
People think maybe that I'm mean, or maybe when you have a strong presence as a woman, it's easy to just box you into one box, like one category, mean, or other words.
They want to put you in a box to be able to label you what they want you to be, but you're so much more than that.
Because you intimidate them, and they want to find something. And if they can't find something, they'll make something up.
They will.
And so they'll put a label on you. But it doesn't. What people misunderstand about me now, I don't care about it. I really don't. In fact, I love that they misunderstand me now.
I do too, because it shows that you're not a part of this world. Someone once told me, do not be surprised when the world acts like the world. And I held on to that so much.
Okay. So I feel that she knows that she's misunderstood by a lot of people, and that, we know you don't care. Okay. I feel that she's misunderstood, and women's lives can be complicated, and it's hard to live your life in public. And she's trying to say now that, look it, I've learned, I've evolved. And Erika being on the other side, we got to use race a little bit in this one, you guys. This white woman that's like, these are the last two I thought would ever have a conversation. But I find it beautiful in 2025 that we can sit two different experiences in life and come together in Christ or however, and just say, you know what? I want to do things differently now. What's wrong with that?
Well,
I'm not
actually,
promoting Nicki because how can I promote somebody? You're doing too much. I don't
yeah,
know anything about Nicki Minaj. I don't know her music. I know that she's a rapper and stuff, but you can ask the people that follow me in my chat. That's not the kind of music that I listen to. Nothing against her, but you know, I'm into country and rock music, so I don't know.
right. Now, it's nothing wrong with what she said. What she said wasn't wrong. Just listen. What you just played back right now, nothing she said there was wrong. It's just that you got to understand that Turning Point is not uh, really a political party.
It's not
They're
a political
mostly
party at all. But they
exactly.
did help Donald Trump. They had a lot to do with getting Donald
Yes,
Trump to
they
give him a
did.
vote and
They
putting
did
him in
a lot.
office. And Donald Trump even credits them for that.
But Turning Point is based on faith and Christianity.
Awesome.
And that's what they're about. So this is not a political party. So what she's actually speaking to is a bunch of Christians. Now, to say those things is great. You're saying it. But are you going to live by those qualities? The people
But
in
who are we
Turning
to judge?
Okay,
Even
wait.
pastors,
Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you talk. I just want to finish. The people at Turning Point, they live by those qualities of being a Christian. So if you're living by these qualities that of what being a Christian is, like Charlie was, like Erika was, the people that's in Turning Point, they're following these qualities. If Nicki Minaj is going to come there and say these things, is she going to live by these qualities of Turning Point and what they're doing? Because they're not a political party. This is a Christian group. So she's there speaking as a Christian and from what she was stating. So she's going to talk about her Christian values and those things. So that's fine. So if it's not identity politics, then she's speaking as a Christian. She's speaking to a Christian group. So is she going to follow these values now?
can we listen to another part of it?
Mhm.
Okay, so before I understand, Paul, and I'm not trying to preach to you guys. I'm just having a healthy exchange. Paul, you hear hate? I don't hear hate, you guys. Hang on.
Even being in this
Can you hear it?
role now, they're trying to figure me out. Okay, enjoy. I am who I am. There's nothing to hide. And I know you feel the same way when people misunderstand you and you're like, okay, well, I have an audience of one. Well, now I have an audience of two, but I have an audience in heaven. And I know the Lord knows me, Lord knows you, and he put everything in you to be able to make a difference in this world. Likewise to all of you students and everyone else here. And to go into that further, I know that and I'll end on this, I know that a lot of you guys have been hearing about, we are doing this for Charlie, or we're doing this for his legacy, but we're also doing it because each and every one of you guys have a legacy. And I want you guys, when you leave this conference, to take
Mr.
something,
Rockstar,
it's Charlie, but for you guys, it could be, I don't know, and you have someone conservative, someone making fun of you because you love the Lord.
Okay, so anyways, my point of that is that what I find interesting, you guys, is that I feel that God can use someone like Nicki. I wish I could. I'm not going to get into the Bible right now. To reach other people, whether we like it or not. And I felt like Erika said something very profound there. When you look at the Bible, I mean, look at who God used to reach his people. It definitely was not the perfect. It was not the ones that we would have chosen. It was the ones that you'd be like, what? So I don't see anything wrong with what Nicki said. You guys are telling me about her husband and all those kind of things. I'm going to check my phone right now because I see that you guys sent me an article. But, but I think that God can use any of us. And if you're not a Christian, then just disregard everything I said because you won't understand what I'm saying. But if you are, and I'm a new Christian, right? If you are, then I stand on the word and that God would use like the least of us to reach his people. And I think that shows him and what he's capable of doing. So I'm not mad at Nicki for reaching out to the people and for Erika who lost her husband, and maybe this is her way of comforting herself. Maybe her speaking out on these platforms and spreading this message is helping her. I'm all for it. I don't worship celebrities, Sweet Olives. Don't place a label on me. I don't worship celebrities. I do like politicians, but as far as celebrities go, I can't tell you 5 things about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I knew that from just listening to you now for the past 10, 15 minutes. You were just learning about it. So I was like, you didn't even know about her and Meek Mill. So I knew you didn't know 5 things about Nicki Minaj. So I was like, oh, yeah, she really don't know a lot of the stuff about Nicki Minaj. But as far as what Erika said, I'd have no problem with what Erika said. Because she's right. It's bigger than just Charlie. And that's what she was trying to say, because she's trying to keep this thing going, you know, keep their hope and spirits up. But people are surprised at her strength after just losing her husband. And I don't know why these people like Candace Owens, I'm really surprised that Candace would be like, where's he buried? You know, like, where is he buried at? Why she's not? I'm like, Candace, like, do you realize that if people were to find out where this man was buried, some people might try to dig him up, you know, do all kinds. This world has gotten so sick. You can't put anything past people anymore. And he still got family members that
Her
live.
husband was a registered offender? What? I'm sorry, go ahead.
He said, I was waiting for the base. Erika is an Israeli spy. BB must have paid you $7K. No, I mean, nobody's paid me. I mean, here's the thing. She came to interview for a job. And
wow, I know.
Yeah, she interviewed for a job, and she came there, and he was interviewing her to be his wife. From the first day she came to interview for the job, he was interviewing her to be with him. Charlie was. He knew right away that this woman was the woman to be with him. He wanted her.
That because I do feel like I'm all for a good love story now, and
yeah,
I love it.
I think this is gonna be a good love story too.
I think that I think that it's sad how it ended as they were just getting started, and I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with the trial.
Yeah, I just saw the movie Housemaid. That was crazy.
Housemaid.
Yeah. Yes, it's based off a book, a trilogy, but the movie is incredible. I was like, oh man, this is wild. Sydney Sweeney, and she's the housemaid for this couple, and I just tell you, you go see it, you're gonna see what happens. The end is a surprise. But
okay. Yeah, she's been she's been in controversy ever since that commercial.
Yeah, that was just so dumb. It was people searching I'm like, first of all, she's an actress hired to do an ad. She's only wearing jeans. She's saying the lines that they wrote. She couldn't care less about any of politics.
Yeah, and other people are not wanting to work with her anymore. I don't know, you guys.
It's so stupid. I'm like, why would they? I'm like, if anything, go blame the company. You mad at the company? Ban them. Say you're not gonna wear their clothes. They don't want to pay up. It's their commercial. What you blaming the actor for?
Beautiful woman.
I mean, but that's the thing. They always blame the wrong people, and they go and they just need somebody to go
Erika and Nicki.
Yeah. Yeah, they find the wrong people to go after every time. I don't know why people are going after Erika Kirk. I have no idea. That makes no sense to me.
Candace has a big hand in that. I'm so disappointed because of her friendship with Charlie Kirk. And for the ones that's saying that we all are Charlie Kirk in my chat, I hear you. I hear you. Cito's probably like, I ain't no Charlie Kirk. But I think that it's easy to blame women for stuff. Hey Pickle, I see you. That name.
Yeah, my thing was quite different when it came to the forefront of looking at the possibilities. When I look at Candace, this is exactly what I would thought Candace would do, but she just went way further than I ever thought she would go. And I think it's probably because she's being sued, but she's rightfully being sued because she went over the line saying that that woman was a man and playing these narratives. And now she even got herself in some grief. So now she's trying to be like, no, I'm gonna be fair. And she get herself stuck in these situations when she starts trolling. And now she's going down this road of trying to go at it with Erika Kirk to get attention. And it's not going to come out well for her.
It's disgusting. If like you befriend me, I'm a friend even if you're gone. I will not put your. I feel like some things should remain private. Like Candace is digging into whether he was, I think she was Catholic, and I don't know why. I guess because Erika talks clearly about their Christian values. Let me tell you something. Just because you're Christian does not mean that you can't study what other and see other. There's other religions out there. Now I'm true to the Christian faith, but I am also aware of the Catholic faith. I'm aware that there's Buddha folks and stuff like that. So I just think what Candace is doing is just not right. I just don't like it.
No, but it's typical Candace Owens. She's only allegiant to herself. And she uses other people to build herself up. And that's what she would do. She's going to continuously do that. She'll support Trump because it's beneficial for her to support Trump. And she'll go against Trump when it becomes beneficial for her to go against Trump. That's how Candace Owens is. You can never trust her. She started off as a Democrat, and she had this big case where she said she was assaulted and got all this news attention at college. And then she switched and became Republican, and because she didn't, she felt like she got blamed and people didn't believe her in her assault case. And a lot of it from Candace has been now she's bashing Democrats and lashing out at them because it got her attention. Now, just still seeking attention, she is using Charlie Kirk's death as the attention for herself, to try to bash his wife, claiming that Charlie Kirk is her friend. She keeps telling everybody, Charlie's my friend. Oh, Charlie is my good friend. My good friend, Charlie. If you was Charlie's good friend, you think he would want you going after his wife like this?
That was my point.
Why in the world? They said Erika's acting, soap opera acting. What she does.
I don't understand why so many people is talking about how she's mourning. Like, you guys are way too invested. You don't know this woman personally. You can't. She lost her husband, and she may not mourn the way that you guys want. I honestly think that some women are just jealous over her, and women could be hateful when it comes to another woman. Maybe y'all don't have a man of y'all own. Maybe you guys haven't really loved like that or been in a public spotlight. I don't want to see a woman crying all day when they're speaking. Because then y'all say she's fake and she's acting. No matter what she does, she's gonna have haters, right? I mean, Erika obviously is a beautiful woman. She's had a beautiful family and she's had a beautiful life up until now. And she still has a beautiful life. She has a lot more than the average person. And I just think, get over it. You don't like how she mourns, you don't like how she mourns. But dang, that's kind of a petty thing because we all mourn differently. I know me. Well, I'm a crier. I cry a lot, right? And then people be like, oh, MU, I'm tired of your tears. So you just can't. Oh, shoot. I don't drop my phone. You just can't win. So y'all got me all hyped up. Dang.
Well, the thing
you don't
is,
know how people react. Y'all know I've been tore up on social media so many times. I had to hold it together just so I can get through my podcast, right? So I'm not going, you guys. Y'all got to give me more. You don't like Erika. Why? Why do you have more hatred for Erika that you do for Tara Robinson. If you don't like her husband, you don't like her husband, but a woman's job is to stand next to her man. So I'm not upset about that. She took an oath before God, so I'm not upset about that. But all you guys, none of you have given a valid reason why you don't like Erika Kirk. Besides, you don't like how she mourns, you don't like this, you don't like that, and I find it.
Yeah, and I find that so strange. I find that very strange when some people mourn differently. Some people become obsessed and into their work. I've seen men like that. Men, they don't want to deal with it and they don't want to sit there and deal with it. They get obsessed or they throw themselves more into their work. This was her work. This was their work. She had to immediately throw herself in as the face and the lead of the work. So she has to be strong for her people. I've seen Afeni Shakur when Tupac died, and she didn't shed a tear. She was strong and calm and everything. And you're like, why isn't this woman? She just lost Tupac, her son. She should be raving and crying. She didn't, they tried to tear her down because she wasn't crying like everyone else. She says, no, she was deep in her faith and says, no, his spirit default to be free. And now my son, his spirit will be free. And she's like, we're going to keep our heads up. We're not going to cry. We're going to honor him. And she said, I'll cry when I'm alone. You know, yeah, right. And this is Tupac's mother. And this is what I'm saying is that she, 48 hours after, not even 48 hours after her husband dies, she has to go in front of the world and try to calm and just let people know, like, hey, we're okay. I mean, we're dealing with it. You know, this is what it is. The movement still goes forward. This is what Charlie would want. You know, we have to remain solid because people would start going like, what's going to happen with Turning Point? Who's going to be the charge? What's going to happen? Charlie's gone. There's no turning point. So she had to come out there, even in her hurt and her pain. And you could see her trying. She was almost breaking down as she was giving the speech. And they tore her down. And I was like, I've never seen that in the history of mankind.
No, that was sad. I'm sorry. I try not to look at my chat when people are talking on the panel because when I do, I see stuff like Derek. This dude is gullible like a Democrat.
And yeah, I'm just saying, it don't even matter what.
Can you give me a second? Are you I gotta feed my family real quick. Are you gonna be okay for like 5? Can I go for like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, because my little boy looking at me crazy.
Yeah, go do what you have to do. I can hold it.
Thank you.
All right, now it's the Casino Hour.
Oh Lord. Sorry, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta feed my babies. All right, guys.
My thing is that we have to learn and get back to our humanity. We got to learn how to be human. This world has desensitized us to be animals almost and act with no concern, no care for each other. And they was like, where's they care for us? They don't care about us. That's not fun. That's fine. You don't have to love them. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to follow the religion or political reviews or nothing. You just show respect. How can you demand respect for yourself and your family when you can't show respect to other people when they pass? You don't have to say sorry for your loss. You don't have to say, oh my God, what a treasure we just lost. You don't have to do any of that. You just don't have to be disrespectful. When someone passes, you don't have to be disrespectful because not that one family, they got family member here that's hurting. They got sisters that grew up with him. They got cousins, aunties, just like you got. That if you lost them, if somebody lost a family member, they're going to be sad and it's going to hurt for well after the funeral. So we got to get back to humanity. And it's like we got to teach something was normally there. Because of the internet, because of social media, we become desensitized to all of this pain. Exactly. Now, the same people, and this is the problem I have, when Rob Reiner and his wife lost their life, I start seeing the other side, who was begging for, like, why are people being mean towards Charlie Kirk when he passed, and they're ripping him apart and his wife, and they were saying that's disrespectful, that's wrong. The man died, you should show respect. These same people were going after Rob Reiner, and he just died. And it's like, now that's the hypocrisy. You see, you just was talking about this for Charlie and how, give the man his respect and his family. He just lost his life, passed away. His wife got to deal with all this. Give his family their proper respect and, let them mourn. Let them do what they have to do to get through this as much as possible. Make it easier for them to get back to normal. They family, they just lost Charlie. I mean, what you want from Charlie? He's not here anymore. Rob Reiner just lost his life in a brutal way. Him and his wife. Their son he's on trial right now. So once again, he's not dead, cuz no, Rob Reiner's gone, sir. Rob Reiner's gone. So now this situation has happened, and you can't show empathy for Rob Reiner because he didn't like Donald Trump. And I didn't like the way Trump came in and decided to attack this man, even though you were just talking about respect for Charlie and all of these things. But then Rob Reiner, you show nothing but disrespect. Then you double down on it. I've never liked him. He's never liked me. It's like, it's not about your like, it's about respect. If you can't show him enough respect in his demise, then don't say nothing. Exactly. We have to get back to humanity. Being human is very important. We have gotten away from a condition that naturally is in us. I don't have to agree with Charlie Kirk or Erika or any of their views. I don't have to be Republican. I don't have to be Democrat. I don't have to be independent. Doesn't matter. If someone loses their life, if some child is hurt, are we going to say we don't care about that child depending on that child's race or ethnicity? No, that's a child. A child gets hurt. A child falls in the street or something. I'm going to go and help pick the child up. I'm not sitting there saying, oh, this child, I can't help it. This child is an Indian. This child is a Hispanic or any other race. No, you help the child. Period. So it's a mental condition because of social media, the internet, and what we watch. We become desensitized to it. And we don't care anymore. Like you go through, not to blame Instagram, but you go through Snapchat, TikTok, or Instagram. You go one clip, you see 3 guys jumping on one guy on a train station. You go there, you're seeing another mob attack. You're seeing some ducks with flowers. Then you go, oh my God, look, they robbing this man. Oh my God, they got him at a gas station. Then you go to the next one and go, oh, look at this. It's a funny meme. And it just goes by because you're just watching all these clips and images. But this is real life. These are people's lives that's actually been affected. So you don't pay any attention to it. It desensitizes you to it. So that if you see it in real life, instead of helping people now, people bring out their cameras. How many times you seen a tragedy and someone else doesn't help? They bring out a camera and start recording. They want to go viral. That's more important than getting help. And that's what's scary. A woman could be getting attacked by 3-4 guys in an alley. And instead of the guy calling 911, he don't want to stop recording. He's like, no, I'm going to record this. Somebody else got to call 911. I don't want to stop my recording. If we are in that mind state, we've already lost our humanity. My Trump impersonation? No, I don't. I mean, Trump impersonation. Oh gosh, I've met him like 4 times. He loves to be funny. Trust me, he does. And he go, "Hey, that's a nice jacket. Hey, that's my guy. No, shut up. I don't want that. No, shut up." He would tell an assistant to shut up in a minute. No, shut up. No, he was talking. He was a special guest for Robert Kiyosaki, so he come to Chicago a lot. So I saw him at all the real estate conventions, and I was VIP there, so I get backstage. I get to meet him, Robert Kiyosaki. I met the Shark Tank cast. I got the books. They gave me. I got it all. Like most of it you've seen, but yeah, it's fun. He actually was talking about real estate and was just basically telling everybody how stupid they were for following under certain procedures of the state and going under a pattern that wasn't going to be beneficial to them and just being rich. And he's just like, being rich is being like having the best information. That's the key. And he was just saying, listening to Robert Kiyosaki was like, you have to get around smart guys. And that's what he said. He's like, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. That's what he said. But I guarantee you, I got the smartest guys. I got at least 5 of the smartest guys in the world around me, starting with Robert Kiyosaki. So that's just how Trump was. It's like, if I don't have the answers, I got 5 guys around me that got the answer. So you need to have 5 guys around you or 5 people around you that have the answer. So even in his messed up way, he was making some sort of sense. And what he's trying to say is the people around you they're basically who you are. They're a reflection of you. The 5 closest people to you are a reflection of who you are.
Magnum, shut up.
I'm Uncle Claude's brother. No, I'm not Uncle Claude's brother. Unless you mean Jean-Claude Van Damme, then yeah, then I'll be there.
Dang, sorry. Wait a minute.
I'm back.
You're not afraid of the camera. Magnum, stop trolling. You're not afraid of the camera. I did that on accident, but that was funny though.
I was like, I'm getting a highlight.
I hope my water's okay.
Try Buddhism. I know people who are Buddhists, and that is a whole different ideology. And they tried to get me to do Buddhism. And the thing about religion is what people don't understand is it all really centers from like one core religion, and whatever people don't like in that religion, they change it and they take certain values they like and then they move on to another one. Like Christians and Catholics are basically the same things. It's just that Protestants, Baptists, they all seem to have the same structure of belief. It's just that there's certain rules that they follow that they feel that this is what we should follow. This is what we shouldn't follow. The Catholic Bible has more books than the Christian Bible. They have different books.
Are you Christian or did I miss that?
Our family grew up Christian.
What are you?
Our whole family was Christians. My grandmother went to a Baptist church, but we were Christians all the way. Coming from Alabama down south, that was exactly what you had to grow up under. Then I've studied the Quran, the Torah. I have all the books upstairs. I read them all. So
what do you believe in?
I believe that. Oh yes, I believe that there is a Most High, Supreme Spirit.
So you don't believe in God?
Yes, I do, and that's why He's the Creator, the Most High Creator. There's absolutely a God. You just
said you believe in I can dig it. Dr. Manhattan. I like that. You just said that you believe in some supreme high being.
Yes, the supreme high beam. That's what the name I call him. This the supreme one, the creator, the one that goes by the name I am, God, whatever you want to label him, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. You can call him whatever title you want. I call him the creator or the most high, the highest, or the one there is. There's the God, and that's him. So that's where our faith is believing. And I remember I was arguing. Well, it's not arguing, but she's like, she's an atheist. She doesn't believe in anything. So
Wow.
she's like, well, I'm an atheist, and you can't prove to me that there's God. If there's a God, why is he?
I'm gonna try arguing because there's some people are like already reprobates and they have the experience. Because I know people troll me in my chat a lot. Not this chat, like my regular chat, and they're like, "Oh, and you didn't believe in God." I never said I didn't believe in God. I did say I was not a Christian. But like I said, people change. People change.
Yeah. So she's like, you can't convince me, that there is a God. She's like, why does he allow death? Why does babies die? If he's a God. And I was like, so she wanted me to answer that question. I was like, you want me to answer it for you? I was like, I can answer it for you if you want. So she's like, you can answer that. She's like, I'm like, yes, I can answer your question. You said, what proof is there? Is there a God? I was like, first you said that, then you start saying, why does he let people die if there's a God? I was like, well, it's like there's an up. There can't be an up without a down, right? There can't be a top without a bottom. So if there's a heaven, there can't be a heaven without a hell. How would you respect life if you didn't know what death was? And so she was like, oh my God, I never had it explained to me like that. And so, but she was like, how can you prove God exists? I said, well, it's very easy. I said, what are you breathing right now to survive? Air, right? And without air, you would die, right? I said, you need oxygen. When you breathe out what? Carbon dioxide. And what needs carbon dioxide to live? The trees. The trees need carbon dioxide. What do the trees give off? Oxygen. So it's a symbiont circle that we need to survive on this planet. Our gravity level is right at an exact point for us to walk up straight and not sail off into the air. If our gravity is off by a centimeter, you can go to NASA's station and they will show you if the gravity is just a tenth over, you would be hunched over and couldn't even lift up. It'd be like wearing 100-pound vest on your back. Yep. So the balance of the gravity is exactly where it needs to be so that you could walk up straight. It's perfect. Everything's in perfect alignment. Everything is of the earth, the food, the fruit that comes from the soil for your body, the way your body and your system works. They still, to this day, can't really explain how the brain operates. They don't understand these things. I was like, these are things that are way beyond our comprehension. So that has to be a God. Someone had to create this. I was like, there's nothing else to balance it, to show you it's all around you. Everything is vibing off of each other to survive. It's like almost like the Jungle Book, like the circle of life. I was going to do the Lion King or whatever. It's the circle of life. But yeah, it's that's the way it is. You look around and you observe the world and you start to see things that you don't pay attention to when you're younger. And you're like, wow, yeah, that's right. We do breathe carbon dioxide and the trees need that carbon to survive. And they give us the oxygen that we need to survive on this planet. Most of our oxygen comes from Alaska, and people don't even know that. For the planet, the majority of it comes from Alaska.
Wow. Huh. I didn't know that. I learned something new.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm always I observe the world.
Are you wearing a bear shirt?
Yeah, my Bears. Oh, you know, we were going off this weekend. It was crazy.
We had a good weekend. Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, I was all over the internet. So I'll tell you, Saturday was crazy.
So y'all got you casino on here. You guys trying to find this channel? Is that it? You know Harlem Street Tales? He's asking about you. You guys, I want to tell you guys this. No matter what you believe, Bears about to lose to my Niners, bro. They've been winning so far.
Ooh, no, we ain't. No, we are not losing to y'all. That's where I was at.
What I tell you, I don't lose.
Hey, we were going crazy.
Y'all were lit.
Oh yeah, we're all over the news everywhere. But I watched the game.
That man had to run with him.
My cousins are there. There's my cousins.
All y'all Bears fans.
Oh yeah. My cousin. So it was a huge party. Every time we go there, I have made this place popular because I keep posting it on IG. People are like, where is that? I want to come there. And the next thing you know, I got more people showing up there. And they was like, hey, it's me. I made it here. It's like, this is where I want to watch the games. It's like, it is live in here. And then that was our rival. That was the Packers. But yeah, I'm sorry. We got to do this to Brock Purdy.
Remember when the Packers went against the Bears for the Super Bowl? I was on a plane coming from Wisconsin. It was crazy. I had to sit so quietly because Wisconsin, I hard Packers fans. So I'm like,
yeah,
I had to keep this quiet that I'm for the Bears.
Yeah, and then I had my Bears shirt on, and you know that shirt is just like everybody wanted that shirt. So for Christmas, my friend's wife, she's a Packer fan. I got her the Packers version. I had the girl make the shirt for her. So that's why that shirt is so like everybody keeps asking me. I get text messages. Where did you get that shirt? I was like, this lady makes it. So I was like, I could have her. I had to go and track her down. Hold on, I got it right here. I'll show y'all. But I'm gonna have to make her make a Packer version. This is my Bears one.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see it. Oh, the bling. That's nice.
Yeah, it blings. So.
Oh,
yeah, so,
I gotta get my gear together.
Yeah, so when they saw that, that's when they were losing it. But then I got her to make one for Christmas.
You guys, that is nice, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Rhinestone Cowboy, Derek.
So I got her a Green Bay Packers one.
Ooh, I actually would wear both, you guys, because my family's from Wisconsin. I'm actually from Wisconsin.
Yeah, so I got her a Packers one. So she's happy now. She's gonna have a bling.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
I want one.
See?
One.
I'm gonna have to get you one then.
I love it.
Make you one.
That's very nice. I see y'all ready doing y'all thing. I need to get to a game and have some fun. Hopefully there are no. Oh, dang. You lived in Sheboygan? Sheboygan. Dr. Manhattan, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that city in a while. That's funny.
Yep, Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
What you know about Sheboygan?
Now, for me, I live closer to Wisconsin than I do Chicago. So I'm right by Wisconsin.
Really?
I'm right by Kenosha. So
it's crazy. I usually go home every year, but this year, y'all, I have not made it back home. I need to. I usually go home and cook with my family on camera and just have a good old time. But this year, I couldn't get the energy to go. I'll be there soon, though.
Yeah. So And it was weird when you was here that time. I was at the casino in Milwaukee, right
It is
there.
so funny because when I was there, my grandma was at the casino. My grandmother loves the casino, you guys. My grandma come out that casino like, woo! She's so funny.
So that's funny. So I was in the same casino with your grandmother. That's
Yep.
something.
Probably at the same time. Quiet one. There is no place like home. I miss home. I'm homesick. But y'all, I struggle through the holidays. If you guys are ever on my regular live
Do
stream,
your kids like Wisconsin when they come up here?
love it. My son doesn't. He's a California boy. When you put him in snow and he's looking at me like, Mama, what's this? But like, yeah. So, and I'll take him like to Big Bear, you know, because I'm in Palm Springs, you guys, right now. So
okay.
I'll take him to California. I'll take him to Big Bear. He loves it, but he doesn't understand this. He's not feeling the snow. My daughter, who's older, she loves Wisconsin. She spends a lot of time there. Yeah, because I used to go back and forth a lot. Like I would spend like 3 to 4 months in Wisconsin, but now, you know, your girl is too busy. I'm busy now. Yeah. I miss Wisconsin. I miss the seasons, the people, and people that talk to me in California don't realize that I'm actually not a California girl. I'm from Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's weird when they don't understand and you try to tell them, like, I'm not really from here. But I'm like, I stayed because, you know, my family was military. So I stayed on the Glenview base. Then they went to Hawaii after that. So I was in Hawaii. And then from San Diego to Florida. So I was everywhere. So that's how I got this experience, other people, other races, other cultures, the Hawaiian, seen everything. So that's how I was like, wow, I know how Filipinos are, I know how Japanese are, I know how Chinese, the traditions, the things that they believe in, Indian people, the structure. I even knew that, I told you, the Indian people showed me their business structure and how their mindset is different and what they actually do and how they, you know, come up as a family. And I was like, wow, that is incredible. Because I didn't know that the government gives them money. And see, here's what the Indian people.
Oh, crazy money out here. Well, it depends if they have a casino or not, and how much, like which casino. Because I know out here they make a crazy amount of money.
Oh yeah, I was talking about like India, people from India.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
See, no, it's okay. But when they come over to the United States, like they get money. Like when they first come over here, like the government sends them like thousands of dollars when they come over to the country. They get a check, and what happens is one of them would have a family, or one of the families that's here, the Indian families that would bring them over. They have a business that they would pretty much go to school, get a business license for 2 years. And once they go to school, get a business license, they learn the system of like, because they have a chain of Dunkin' Donuts. So they had Dunkin' Donuts, and they would have their cousin or family member, the one that comes over here, and they tell them, keep your money that you got when you came here. You're going to live with us rent free. We're going to cook dinner. You're not going to spend your money. We're going to get you enrolled in college. You're going to work at the job. Then we're going to get you a job at the Dunkin' Donuts, and you're going to be shadowing us, and you're going to learn how to be a manager, how to run the place. So they're teaching him all while he's taking 2 years to learn and get his business license. So in 2 years, he gets his degree, gets his business license. He saved up his money for 2 years living with them and working. Now he has the down payment to open up his own Dunkin' Donuts and become his own owner and own his own business. And once he does that, then it's going to be his job to bring over the next one to do the same thing. This is their business model that they follow. And this is how they, proceeded to move on and grow. So that's how, they were able to stay connected. And out here, they were doing the same thing with gas stations. Most people, you go to a lot of gas stations, they're owned by a lot of Indian people. And you go, how did they get these gas stations? How did they do it? They learned the system. They learned what they needed to do to put down collectively to be qualified to own and run a gas station. And they did it and they saved their money. They said, we need about 20, 30 grand. The wife and the husband both went and got second jobs, put all of this money of the second jobs in a jar till they got the $30,000 down payment so they can go get a loan for the rest. They knew exactly what they needed to do. And both of them were focused. They cut out all different type of things that they didn't need, like partying, kicking it. We have so many other distractions that keep us away from being successful, that if we were to cut those things down, we make excuses for the things that we purchase and that we don't even need. We're buying $200 Gucci belts. Billionaires, I've been to the billionaire conventions. I've been in the room with the wealthiest 1%. And trust me, they do not all wear $3,000 jackets. And the most expensive thing they would have on is probably a watch. That is it, like a $400,000 watch or a $60,000 watch. One billionaire says, my watch costs $2,000. He says, what I'm wearing right now is basic. He's like, the average rapper, his chain is worth more than my average outfit combined. And he says, my net worth is 2.7 billion. Damn. And I said, wow.
Imagine.
Yeah.
What would I do with 2.7 billion?
Well, the thing is nothing. That's what your net worth is. See, the thing is that it's okay to be wealthy on paper, but that's the best way to be. But to be broke in real life, because what you do is you move your money into IRA trust, like a family trust. So the money doesn't go to you, it goes to the family trust. So the money that you make, and you put it in the trust, it saves you from tax, all these different tax laws.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're tax exempt in a lot of these IRA funds. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that the rich, they made this game for the rich. So that's why they don't pay those big taxes, because they have all these tax laws.
And they understand it. They understand how it works.
Yes.
And
they gave me all the information, so I know it all. So if they want to look up a solo Roth account, a golden Roth, they have their own health insurance. It's another Roth for health insurance. They're all different type of Roths. It's a family hospital, which is called a HSA Roth account for health. You have all different things. They don't go to the doctors that we go to. They have their own doctors that they have that they go and see. And these are part of your plan. It's covered. But you have to make, for golden Roth and things of that nature, you have to make certain amount of money for that, for these type of Roth accounts. But this is why I don't understand how NBA players go broke. This is why I don't understand how they have hundreds of millions of dollars and go broke when they have financial advisors and they're not advising you to get into solo Roth, golden Roths. You should have money, a family Roth account. You should never be broke. I'm just like, how? It just doesn't make sense to me.
I think that Eric, I don't know what you're talking about rich people not having social security numbers. The only people I know that don't have social security numbers are people that are here not legally. So I'm not sure where you're getting that from. But,
yeah, that's crazy. Because they all have
social security numbers. I'm not sure where you're getting that, yeah. But I agree with you. I think that a lot of NBA players, because they make so much, they don't realize what's being taken out and the taxes. And I just think that the lifestyle gets caught up with you. That's just my opinion. But I've seen wealthy people. I had a friend that was an heiress, and she started out with millions of dollars. That's not the way she ended. And I've seen people blow large amounts of money because they never really had to think about it. They never knew how to struggle. But it's not the same for an NBA player, because a lot of them grew up with nothing and all of a sudden they're given this massive wealth. So, they live recklessly and make bad decisions. I'm with you there, Dr. Manhattan.
Well, it's you got to understand, if you're looking at black NBA players, most of them are coming into the league at 19 years of age. They come from being broke, and the only thing they had was, their mama who was taking them to the AAUs, and they just want to buy a house for mama. They don't have any financial, education and where they came from. They play ball every day. They got up 6, 7 in the morning, go get hoop, go get something to eat. They go to the gym. They don't know how to even manage a house. And yet now they got to manage the first year. They coming in, they're making 13, 14 millions of dollars. And then you got to try to teach them to be financially responsible. And they have these programs to try to teach them how to watch, like this is where you go to get your money. This is how you got to do this. They have to start doing that because most of these players that are coming into the league are under the age of 21. They're not adults. So you got a lot of kids with millions of dollars. Eventually, they're going to buy, they got the PS5, they got the house for mama, they got the big cars. Now, you still got to pay on that house. You got to pay taxes. There's a lot of things that they don't know, that they don't see, that they have to pay. They have to pay a luxury tax. They have to pay a tax for every city they go to and they play on the road. They have to pay a tax for every game they play. They get taxed individually. So they play 82 games. It depends on if they're not playing in Texas. Well, every game they're playing out of state, they get taxed by that state. So
it's crazy. It's a lot that we don't know. Y'all leave me. And what? Y'all, I'm just chilling right now. That's why I'm reading y'all comments, but y'all cracking me up. It's a lot. I'm just happy with, what I have, managing the little that I have, just being comfortable. But wow, everybody's got their thing.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm glad, we're able to have these conversations.
Thank you. Did I spell Erika? I just looked at my title.
I just feel like I'm underdressed.
I am wearing, y'all know, I don't get dressed. I don't get dressed up. Hold on, let me.
I should have got dressed up.
Wait. Where am I? Hold on. Sorry. How do you just come for the camera? Gosh, I was trying to, wait, here we go. What am I? Shoot. Sorry. I don't get dressed up because I live in a desert. This is how we dress. I got on my joggers. You see, I'm usually wearing some Adidas. Like, I don't get dressed up. If it takes me longer than a half an hour, that's even too long. 20 minutes to get ready, I'm good. That's just me. So that's just me. Women, don't be mad at me. So I'm just like, I'm just real chill, y'all. I just like to have fun. Derek, that's right. Don't live outside your means.
Yeah.
And you'll never start getting dressed up. No, you're perfect. I love your Bears gear. Yeah. One day I do want to get dressed up, you guys, but it won't be for a vertical stream. It'll be for my normal chat. So yeah, where it's just a few of us chilling. Should I become a chemist? I work with rubber. It's like tax like every 2 weeks. David. That's why I want to play in Florida. No state tax. There's also no state tax in Arizona. I live in California. I pay very high taxes. We have state tax. We have federal tax. We have property tax. And
yes, that's why I was wondering why, surviving in California is really brutal, especially now when the taxes are going up every year. It's like I watched the taxes go up. I'm like, whoo.
She's hitting on you, bro. Oh, Derek, no, Derek, chill. No, I was not. I was not hitting nothing. Shut up. Don't make stuff up. We just no. I was not hitting on anybody. I really.
You hitting on somebody in front of me?
No, you said I was hitting on you. You said I was hitting on you. I was like, I was not hitting on you. I was sitting over here having a conversation.
Oh, she can hit on me. I'm okay with that.
So what's good, big ass man? Just pay cash for everything except the house. Eric, I did that for a vehicle. And let me tell you something. I did that for my first one, not the second one. What I regretted about it was that there was there's pros and cons to it. Nothing wrong with it. I decided to buy a vehicle that was was a good price for a new vehicle, but I'm not against financing either if you're worried about your credit. Pros and cons, pros and cons. I don't like any bills at all, so I do like to just pay stuff off. But I can understand people financing stuff and using credit cards to build their credit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
See,
know.
that's
Both
how
ways.
you do it. It depends on some people. It depends on what is your structuring goal. If you structuring to be a business or to be in like where your credit score. Some people don't give a damn about a credit score because they're not trying to be. They're just going to be an employee for the rest of their life. They just don't care about credit scores and stuff like that. They just don't care. They just like, look, I'm gonna get a job. I know where to get the car. I'm gonna get screwed anyway. But they don't realize how valuable a good credit score is because they've never been in that position to use it. But yes, and theoretically, this is how you're supposed to use credit cards. You're supposed to pay everything with credit cards, everything that you can, and you use your debit to pay your credit. That's it.
So you have everybody. So people saying cash is king. Other people saying credit's the way to go. I'm for both. I am for both. I like having a lot of cash on hand, and I am now like maybe I should think about my credit a little bit. I never really cared about that stuff before, but I do now, especially with my kids in school. And my daughter, stop, dog. This dog is pissing me off. My daughter, in college, I'm like, ooh, this is pricey. So I'm definitely thinking about things now.
Yeah, the thing about credit is that you never know how valuable it is until your credit, you realize how much it's different now. I'll be like, so I was paying more? Y'all was just charging me more when I didn't have more? Now that I got enough, you charging me less?
Dr. Manhattan said my credit score is solid. That's right. Yeah, you got to pay it off. Debt is modern slavery. If you let it be.
Yes, there's a such thing as good debt. It's good
debt
and bad debt.
I believe in good debt. That's currency. I mean, United States.
Right. Bad debt is cars, liabilities, things that unless you have a car that's working for you, like a car is a part of the business, then it's an asset. So you want to have some good debt. It's good to be in debt for that because that debt is going to pay off.
Yeah. Yeah. Derek says I have a construction business. I handle hang on, I gotta highlight that or I miss it. I handle a lot and hand out a lot. I prefer a trunk on hand and my self-exploding say. Derek, that's awesome. Congratulations. I love it.
Yes, that is a very good business. If you can maintain a construction business, that is very good. It's just hard that when you got different crews, Derek knows that it's hard to you got to get your crews out in the morning. Yeah. And what they have to do is when they're trying to get their crews out around 6, 7 in the morning, as soon as they come in, especially, if he's the boss, it depends on how many people he has working for him or his crew or what is it that they do. You have to, right in the first beginning of the day, is get your crews every morning out to where they got to go. Like, boom, there you go. Boom, there you go. Boom, you got to do this. Boom. So you're going to have to send these crews out to get their job, and whoever you got as your foreman or your assistant, they're in charge of running whatever it is that you got them running or whatever sets you there. He said, I get there whenever I get there. Then who you got sending your crews out in the morning? Or do you just have a small operation? Do you have a crew or is it just 1 or 2, 3 guys? Or are you an independent contractor?
Wow, you guys, I learned a lot. My dog is tripping tonight. Stop it. It's because she wants my attention. Stop it. Dang it. 3 guys. Okay, Derek has 3 guys. That's awesome because your employees are going to be your biggest expense. So
you have 1 crew and your 1 crew that you sent out. So it's just probably minimum. Do you have an office space or you just work from home? Because most people do that. That's why he's like, I think he meant 850 or 820. I don't think my credit score has never been that high. My credit score is in the 700s though. It's like 600, 700. So
Right now?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because normally when I buy something, it's only because I get hard hit. You know, when you go buy something, they do a hard credit hit on your credit score. And then after like 2 years, it goes away, but I can get it taken away. Like if I go get it taken off, it'll jump up to like 817. But there's nothing like I couldn't walk in and get. But I love the fact that when I went to get my car, how they treated me. It was like, wow. The lady was trying to send me. As soon as she saw me, she's like, "Oh, you might want to go down there." Like, yeah, like I wasn't supposed to be where I was at. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I went there because the guy I walked to, yeah, she sent me to the right place." But the guy, when I got there, said, "Oh, well, this one," I was like, the car that they had, it was too small for me. I'm like, "No, this is too small. I'm getting in it." I was like, "This is more for like a 2-seater. I don't want that. I want a 4-seater." So 4-door. So naturally, we had to go right back to where the lady was. But she was trying to dismiss me because she didn't think I belonged.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she didn't think I belonged. Like, so she was trying to be dismissive of me walking into this like luxury car place and just try to send me to another department, like to the place where they sell like Lexus and Toyotas. And I was like, okay. And I went there, and it just so happened that the Lexus Toyota had one of the luxury cars. It just wasn't the one that I was like, after seeing it, I said, no, I don't want this one. So he tried to put me in a luxury car. So we had to go back to that department. But I said, I want him to get the commission, not you. Even though your department is for the seller, the guy you sent me to, I want that guy to get the commission. And they worked it out where he got the commission. I was like, no, he's gonna get the commission. Because she was like, because she was like, oh no, I could do it. Because once they ran my credit score and they saw, like, wait a minute, this guy can't afford this car. This guy can do that. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, then they went in there and had like a meeting. They came out and huddled and came back and said, what do you do?
That's funny.
It was real funny because then everybody's attitude changed. It was like unbelievable.
They're asking you, wait a minute, Black China? I don't know. Okay, I gotta Google Black China. I'm familiar with her, but I can't pull her up offhand. But quiet one, okay. So I'm hoping she's attractive. What if she's not? It's okay. What was her ethnicity? What was her ethnicity? That's real.
She was a white lady. She was Caucasian, blonde, tall.
That had to be awkward. Get the kid a credit card, pay off $2,000. Don't use it. Keep doing higher amounts. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys. That's why
it all depends, though. You know, you could keep paying $2,000. You have to use the card, and then you put it in the kid's name, and you know, you could end up messing up a kid's credit before they even know what it is.
True.
So it's just too risky. You know, things happen. You might have expenses, and next thing you know, you're messing up a kid's credit card. So I just like you don't even have to do all that when they're eligible to have a card and they know responsible and know how to do it. Like I was telling my friend, just look, dude, you go buy a stick of gum, whatever, buy it, pay it right off. Just pay it right off. Don't buy nothing you don't have the money to pay for, unless it's an emergency.
Fact. Yeah.
It's an emergency situation, then use the card. That's what it's really there for. But if you want to just buy something, like if it's my bills, anything, use the credit card, and you get cash back for that now. Now they give you like 50% off this. You get all this money, cash back rewards for using the card. So people don't even cash in on those. You use all that. You use your debit just to pay off the cash. Like use your debit money, pay off the cash, and you're set. That's how it is. You pay off your cards, and your credit score will start to jump up. Because the longer you keep your credit, how many years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. Then they start saying, okay, well, this person has kept their, credit up and had a good, report. They're not having a lot of marks on their reports. They're actually in good standings. So.
Wow.
Derek, I told you that advice. If you've been on my channel, the best way to get rid of people is to lend them money. Yes.
Facts. Yep, that's facts.
Yes, that is. I've learned that lesson from my mother. I learned that from a lot of people. It's like, hey, they never have to give you the money back. I was like, my mom was like, yeah, I got rid of her for $100. That was cheap. She acts like she's avoiding me and she don't want to pay me back the $100. That's good.
Like that. Even a lousy 20. That's right, Derek. I loan some people money. I know they're not going to pay me back. I just wish them well in their endeavors and call it a day.
All right, I got rid of a problem for $40. I was like, $40? This was the greatest problem to get rid of.
And people don't realize, like, the people that haven't paid me back, like, they would have gotten so much more, because I'm a very generous person, like.
Yeah, and I let them in this home. I was like, I normally don't do that. I was trying to help them out. I let them come into this nice house and they violate my home. They was like, this is all you by yourself? I'm like, yeah, I got this house. And he was like, when, dude, they came over and he brought his girl over to buy. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they came over and next thing you know, they started drinking and they got insane. And then they started doing drugs in the bathroom. And I was like, in my house. This is a drug-free zone. No drugs in my house. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, y'all got to go. He was, I'm sorry, I violated you. I should have asked you first. I'm like, ask me. The answer is no. You know I don't do drugs. So why would you bring it? And then your wife, so he's like, can my wife just spend the night and I'll pick her up in the morning? She don't want to go home. She likes it here. I'm like, no, your wife ain't spending the night here. They arguing because she wants to stay here. It was the craziest thing ever. I was like,
on drugs?
Both of them were on drugs. And then I got neighbors and I'm like, look, y'all are embarrassing. Y'all have got to go. He's like, I'm trying to go because I don't want to cause a scene. And she's causing a scene. And I was like, you have to go home with your husband. You can't stay here with me. No.
Oh, Derek said which kind, Derek?
What kind of drugs? Whatever white substance is that they are putting on my bathroom counter. Put them on the glass. No, it's not glass. Are you talking about the song? Put them on the glass. Oh my God.
Is there a song like that?
Oh my God. You talking about the what's his name? Sir Mix-a-Lot song, Put Them on the Glass.
I don't know the music.
He's like, yep. So no, they were telling that to you. They were directing that to you, MU.
Oh, which part?
They put him on the glass. So that's why I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking he was talking about what I was talking about. He's like, put him on the glass.
Wait, shut up. How about that? Yeah. But yeah, my brain's tired, y'all. That's I'm sorry about they used to sing the drug they use on Wall Street. I can tell my brain is tired because I can't read anymore. I'm like,
was ever gonna go to Wall Street? These are Wall Street material. They should have never been over here. I was being nice to let them come by. They was like, hey, the place is closed. We just stopped by your house. He's like, oh, we never seen your house. I was like, okay. They came by. And I was like, okay, y'all can't come back. Your
Eric,
crazy wife trying to stay here. And I'm like, we can't have that.
Trump was talking about a crackdown on cannabis. What changed? Eric, my brain is tired to get into that conversation, but I did talk about Donald Trump, and he wants to, which he should. He signed an executive order for them to move cannabis from a Schedule 1 drug to a Schedule 3.
So what does that mean, MU?
It'll be so it'll go from right now it's classified as dangerous as heroin. So to make it a Schedule 3 drug would make it still be a controlled substance, but doctors will be able to prescribe it. They'll be able to research it. It'll be classified the same as Norco is classified. So it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, because I think Norcos is dangerous.
Well, it still be a controlled substance, but that'll mean you won't be able to get it from like dispensaries and stuff because it'll be medicine, right? I don't know about gummies and stuff and what happened with the dispensaries.
To
but
me,
right now it's not legal federally. And
marijuana is probably as dangerous as anything I've ever seen because that has been the demise of us since they got us smoking, boy. They're just a gateway to everything.
Good morning, Black Pearl. Good morning.
I do not like
winding down. I'm just chilling right now. Yeah. So you said marijuana is dangerous. My brain is tired. I can't get into a full conversation of that because I'm like,
I do not like marijuana.
Can you tell when I get tired because I can't even read them. Oh, Black Pearl, good to see you. Fake weed.
Yeah, I've never smoked marijuana a day in my life. Not once. Never would. I was like,
you're making me.
It's not. It's the thing. It's just I ain't nothing against anybody.
Everybody needs to go down the drug path. Okay, you guys.
Yeah, there's been a lot of peer pressure for me to smoke, buddy. Believe me, they have been like, "Come on, we're gonna tie you down and make you smoke one day." I'm like, "Oh, if you do that, you're gonna be in for a fight." He's like, "I grew 5
No, don't even get started." So she's got. Oh God, I don't have any mods. Y'all lucky, because I'm too tired.
5:35. What is that? What did he say?
I just removed the comment.
Yeah, I was trying to say. It said something about some. He was growing strands, and somebody said something about some gallons of milk or something. I don't know what they're talking about. Honey glaze. Oh, what? Oh, you talking about he's talking about the strands of marijuana that he was growing. Yes, pot is a gateway drug. Actually, tobacco is gateway. Probably all of it is. Oxygen is my favorite drug of choice. Yes, I'm addicted to oxygen. I don't smoke cigarettes. No, I don't.
Dr. Manhattan, I know, but when you're on StreamYard, you can't see what's removed, and I'm not using my phone because I'm tired. Like my brain is so tired, I can hardly even remove the comments from my StreamYard.
Somebody got banned.
Oh my God,
it just says,
Dr. Manhattan, I'm gonna try to do it.
I was like, man, what happened?
My brain is tired. I can't even comment to y'all. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I didn't even see it. It came up and then it went away. Then it's just saying people are banned. So I'm like, man, people are getting banned. I'm like, what?
People are getting banned because I'm too tired to time them out. Normally, I don't ban people, but I'm tired.
All right, well, we'll wrap.
No, it ain't even you. No, yeah, I'm gonna lay it down because I gotta get up in the morning, y'all. I do not do Christmas well, and I gotta go shopping.
Okay.
Which means I have to spend my hard-earned money on folks. And oh God.
Well, I don't want much. I don't want much for Christmas. All I want is smiles.
Smiles.
Smiles and hugs.
Please don't talk about doctors. Let me tell you something. I love doctors. I love a doctor. And that's such a misconception because I know the doctor that I work for, right? And the things that I do, they don't even take samples because of the rep that doctors peddle drugs on people. Number one, they practice medicine, and they're not a pharmaceutical company. They don't get kickbacks and all that stuff like that. I mean, they prescribe you what you need. Now, there's some doctors that unfortunately are, they try to push a lot of stuff, and that's because they take cash. They have cash patients. But as far as making money off of these pharmaceuticals like that, that's not correct. And I really respect
And
doctors.
some instances there are.
Doctors are no good. Y'all stop talking about doctors. I know all about doctors. And they
yes,
are. And it's
it
gonna be
is.
good and bad in every
Yes,
person.
there are. And I happen to run into a lot of bad, like Derek probably has.
I'm not
Derek,
wrong. I know firsthand.
Yes.
I know
Yes.
firsthand.
And I was very stunned when I found out, because I'm somebody who don't even like to take painkillers. I was in the hospital for a week, and they messed up and sent me to the wrong hospital. And the hospital that I was is the one out here where I work, where I live at. And for some reason, my company, I was on vacation. So while I was gone, we had a change in our healthcare, and we went and changed a new company. So when you do that, you have to put the new information in. So when the information came back, I wasn't there to fill it out. So they went to the closest one to my old address in the city, and they just put you near to whatever's the nearest hospital. So this hospital named Trinity Hospital, that was like a hospital in the neighborhood. And then I'm in this great hospital with all this great technology, great doctors. Then they sent me to the ghetto hospital, Trinity, and it was a nightmare. And those doctors told me, like, hey, what do you need, man? Because they saw my insurance, and they just all saw that they cared about was trying to run up bills so that they could bill my insurance. So he was just like, hey, dude, you want this? You want these pills? You got a headache or anything? I can get you Percocet. I can get you this. I can get you this here if you need this. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't even want to take painkillers. I'm coming to ask you, do I need them? And you're trying to say, do I need to actually have these pills, or I could just go deal with the pain on my own? I don't want any painkillers. No, I'm just saying you can get them. I can write it for you right here. And it was so weird. And at the same time, the job I work at, everybody is on drugs, because they have a doctor he has a stack of prescriptions on his desk. You go see him, and he was teaching women how to get drugs. Just say that, like, you need something stronger than what they give you for when you're on your period or your time of the month. Tell them you need something stronger, and then they will prescribe you Percocet. And I said, what? This is what they're doing? And then they would take the pills and sell them on the streets. And the doctor would just keep writing the prescriptions. He's like, oh, so your girl, she's having really hard. Yeah, okay, well, let me subscribe you to Percocet. And he knew what it was for. He was just giving it to him just so they can have it in the office. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And yes, that's not all doctors, but there are a lot of those that were back when we was in like the offices, these crazy doctors. They would even suggest to these people doctors. And I was like, this dude should be behind bars. He's going to be going to jail real soon. So yeah, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Story for another day.
Yeah,
I gotta lay down.
Get some sleep.
I gotta get up and wait.
Thank all y'all in the chat for listening to me. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate our host, MU, for having me up.
Always.
And thank you. Y'all can go to my Patreon too. I got my Patreon. It's Carcino for Life, or my YouTube page is Carcino.
Yeah, I don't know how to share it. But I'll definitely, when I do my regular streams, and I'm not so busy because they're a lot smaller, I can I'll make sure to show you out, and I'll show you. I'll put it on my community wall. I got you. Go ahead and shout your channel out. Wait, let me put you on the. Y'all, I'm sorry, but when I'm tired, I can't even speak.
It's sorry.
No, you got it. Go ahead and tell us your Patreon and your channel.
My Patreon is Carcino for Life. So is my YouTube channel. It's Carcino for Life. Roll Tide. You know that. Roll Tide.
I love it.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
You guys, that was a friendly exchange. I am so sorry, but when I'm tired, I can hardly speak. And Thank you guys for Bears still suck. Hi Chuck. Thank you for hanging out with me. Dr. Manhattan, you had to work hard, friend. You had to work hard. But hey Chris, I'm gonna try to do a regular stream. I tried to do one earlier and I got shy, but you know, we'll quiet it down a little bit. We'll quiet it down. You guys, for the most part, quiet when we're respectful. I don't expect you guys to agree with me, but I do think that it's okay to have a healthy conversation, a healthy exchange, regardless if you're Republican or Democrat. I don't know what to say if you're liberal. We should be able to have a conversation. All right. America first. I'm praying for our country. Casino, shout out to you. Thank you for hanging out with me. That was a very healthy dialogue. Casino is good people. Hey, Tashana. Wait, you're conservative, Derek? I see you. Tashana, he's good people. Been watching him for years. Yes. Yes. Why is... Oh, God, somebody yell at me. You can talk anything. We'll listen. I actually don't care about politics. Quiet one, you know what? That's a whole nother story for another day. I like politics. I like finances. I like what's going on. I like to be aware of what's going on in our country. I got tired of this. You know what really got me is trying to put men in women's sports. Things like that. It just really bugs me. And I felt like that was common sense. But if common sense was so common, everybody would have it. He seems cool. Derek Casino's cool. Subscribe to his channel. And I don't have any you guys are good together. Oh, handsome. Hanson. Oh my God. Let me take my butt to bed. Tashana. All right, you guys. I'll talk to y'all very soon. Let me put another video together. Let me get ready for the holidays. Have a happy holiday. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you don't celebrate, just be safe. Bye, you guys.